Hi, my name is Tony. I'm just doing this quick video to explain a bit about hypnosis and what to expect. So hypnosis is a state somewhere between awake and asleep, a trance-like state. There's different levels of hypnosis. So in the lighter trance may feel like just a bit of a daydream, and a deeper trance may be more like a night dream, so things may be more vivid. We actually go into hypnosis often, probably up to 100 times a day. We're drifting in and out of these different levels and states of trance, so it's completely 100% safe. In hypnosis, you will hear everything that I'm saying, just like a normal conversation. There may be times where the conscious mind wanders and thinks about something else. That's fine, you can just let that happen. The subconscious will still be listening and taking in everything that I say. Hypnosis is completely different for everyone. There's no right way and there's no wrong way to feel. It may be as though you are so relaxed that you just feel like melting into the chair, or you may feel like that your body is light and just floating around. Like I said, there's no right way and no wrong way, and everyone experiences it totally different. You may just feel like you're sitting there just listening to and being really focused on everything I say, and that's completely cool. In hypnosis, you can move, you can get comfortable, you can scratch your nose. It doesn't affect the state at all. You can, when people are in hypnosis on stage or on TV, you see that they are running around and doing all this crazy stuff while in that state. But talking about that, don't be afraid of that, because that is not what we're going to be doing here today. There's actually very few people that you could get into that trance-like state where they go and do all that crazy stuff, and it's generally the outgoing people who would probably do some of that stuff anyway. So don't be scared that you will be made to do stuff that you wouldn't normally do, because your mind won't allow for that. Your conscious mind would jump in and not agree with that, so it would either bring you out of the trance state or just ignore what I say. So just know that you are completely in control of your mind. I cannot go in and take over your mind. So I'll just talk to you a little bit about the different parts of our minds. We have the unconscious part, and that is the part that controls the things like the beating of our heart, the pumping of the blood around our body, does all that amazing stuff, like when we cut our finger, it can heal it without us even thinking about it. It just does all that stuff that we don't have to think about and don't have to make it do. Then we have our conscious mind, and that is the chattering part. It's always talking, thinking, making judgments. It's that creative part of our mind where all our wishes and desires and our willpower comes from. Then we have our subconscious mind, and this is the part that holds our beliefs, our habits, behaviours and emotions. And these are all installed up until about the age of 7. So when we come into our body, we for those first 7 or so years, we are having all these experiences in our lives, and we are putting all those into our mind, and that creates our programs, our beliefs, and just how we run our lives. It unfortunately is programmed a lot of the time to be negative, not consciously by the people around us, but just from the things that we pick up when we're a small child. Everything that we see and we hear just gets installed, and we are really unconscious about how it is installed. So we may take some of these beliefs that as an adult we think, oh my gosh, how did that happen? The cool thing about hypnosis is that we can go in and change some of these beliefs. Often we end up having the same things occur or patterns happen, and we can't control those patterns, but when we go in and change those beliefs, that's how we can get some real change in the body. And yeah, so hypnosis is quick and it's easy, and it goes to the cause. So that's why we can get such amazing, great changes, because we can go right into the beliefs that were installed in those early ages. So I'll talk about our subconscious mind, and that's the part that does basically everything. So let's just say when you are driving a car and you've reached your destination, and you think back and think, oh, I can't even remember going past that. That's because our subconscious mind has taken over. It learnt at the very beginning, when we were starting to drive the car, we were concentrating and learnt how to do it, and then once that is programmed in, then our subconscious can do it really without us thinking too much about it. So when we're off talking or thinking, our subconscious mind is driving the car, and it's the part that it's always keeping us safe. So hence why it can do things without us really having to have all that full attention there. I just want to say again how in hypnosis you hear everything. So just because you do hear everything doesn't mean that you are not in trance. So for me, definitely the first quite a few times that I went into trance, I didn't believe that I was actually in trance, because I was aware of everything going on around me. It was just that I was sitting there relaxed with my eyes closed. But now I realise that is actually trance. We're not going to be out to it, and we are still there. So the way that hypnosis works is almost like bypassing our conscious mind. So when we can get into this beautiful trance state, our conscious mind will slow down, all the chatter will start to disappear. It doesn't mean that you won't be able to still think of something else, but it just almost calms down and allows suggestions to be put into our subconscious mind. So it is always still there. So if I was to say something to you while you were in trance that you didn't agree with, it would either pop you up out of that trance, or it will just ignore it. So there's nothing that I can say to create changes in you or change your beliefs, if on some level you weren't wanting that to happen. So do not be afraid of hypnosis. I can't go in and take over your mind and do all this crazy stuff, unless of course you want that. So it is really cool. We can do some amazing stuff in hypnosis. The only thing that is required is you to be willing. Obviously you have to want to be here. There's a reason why you're coming, and you just have to allow it, feel completely comfortable, and just come in and enjoy it and experience it. Our brain is such a beautiful amazing, powerful thing. And if we can make it work to the best of our abilities, yeah, that's all I want to be able to do, just to help people use it correctly and make it work for us, not against us. So anyway, hope that helps and makes a lot of sense, and I look forward to meeting you in person soon. Thank you. Bye.